Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the agents finally get a chance to hang about town, rest, and relax, and Darius gets to show off his doctoring powers. So without giving too many spoilers for the next coming weeks, a lot of people have complaints about this book. And I've been reading the complaints because I was very curious. Something I always do before I run an adventure path is I read reviews and notes on what people found were good or bad parts or things that need to be fixed in an adventure path to make sure I take the necessary steps to, do the same things. And I was checking this out, and a lot of people do not like this adventure. And I wasn't sure why. I mean, I think the adventure is fine. I don't think it's like the most amazing adventure. I think it's fine, and it's actually fun. But I can kind of get it, because this is the problem when you start repeating things over and over again. They've been to 4 or 5 towers at this point, and all the adventures have been kind of the same. They're like, go investigate some stuff, fight some Zolgaths, fight some dinosaurs, go to the tower, conquer the tower, get a power, and then they win. And that's kind of it. And that's been, kind of what's going on in every single adventure. And the problem is that after you do that, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you expect, okay, that's what we're going to be doing in this adventure. Well, they're not. Without, having too much of a spoiler, and you can kind of see what's happening, that the tower doesn't really become a part of this adventure till much, 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 much later. And I think because people were expecting that, when they're thrown a loop, that everyone is very confused, and mentally it messes you up because you're expecting and planning, okay, we're going to do what we've been doing all along, and now it's a totally different adventure. Now, I personally like that. And one thing I did is that before this adventure started, I sort of told everyone about that. I said, listen, I'm just warning you that this adventure is going to go in some weird ways, and don't expect it to go like the other one, so just be mentally prepared for that. And I think that really helped them out a lot, because otherwise, and I can see this why as the GM, is that they were going to be spending all their energy and all their time trying to go to the tower. And that is actually not the goal of this adventure. The goal of this adventure is to help out the town. And obviously, if you've been hearing everything that's been going on today, yes, that's what they've been doing, is helping out the town, helping out the townsfolk, and trying to, help out with this blight thing. So that is the goal. And the tower will come into play, but much, much later. And I think, without giving your PCs sufficient warning of how the adventure is going to go, that it can sort of throw them for a loop and it will affect their enjoyment. So if you are running a game, and if you think it's, quote, a spoiler to tell people, hey, this is what's going to be happening for the next few levels, I don't think it is. In the end, it's all about expectations and the story being built in your head. And if you let the PCs build a story up in their head and it goes the wrong way, you're going to be fighting against them and against their own brains. Let me tell you, that just leads to disappointment. I've seen it 1,000 times. I always sort of give people a general idea of what's going to be happening. And you can do this without even spoiling things. I can just, as I said, I told them when they started this adventure, look, the goal is not the tower. At least not in the beginning. The goal is to help the town. So just keep that in mind. And they did. And now they're having a lot more fun. So make sure you try that out whenever, you're going to be running a game. I will also say it's very nice for me and the players, because Zolgaths and dinosaurs are getting a little tired. I never thought I would say that, but, they do have the same kinds of attacks and the same kind of abilities. I said that last week, that, they all end up being kind of the same, and you really want to have different types of monsters to mix things up. That's why the last couple of episodes have been fun, because they've been fighting completely different things with completely new abilities. And they're able to actually, use different tactics and try out different things instead of, oh, it's another dinosaur, it's another Zolgath, oh, we gotta do a fortitude save, and because they smell, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, you get the idea. Also new this week, the Battles Do Best story came out on Roll20 for 5e. It is actually out on Roll20 for 5e and Pathfinder. It is, of course, all out for Foundry, and you can get that at battlezoo.com. And we're hard at work at finishing up the Jewel of the Indigo Isles. In fact, Adventure 2 is pretty much ready to go. I just need one map, and once I get that map, I can finish up Adventure number 2. And then we will finish up the final and third adventure, which is actually the longest adventure. I think it's like 100,000 words, which is a lot of words. And we're working on that, and we'll be finishing that up very, very soon. So be on the lookout for the Jewel of the Indigo Isles Pathfinder, and the 5e version is also being worked on at the same time. 5e version's like 80% done. This time we actually did them simultaneously, so they're almost done. And then as for Eldamon and Year of Monsters and all that, that is going great. In fact, we've already finished about half a year of the Year of Monsters already. And the Battles of Bestiary, we are flying with that. Because we did one last year, and now we know what we're doing, so it's a lot easier. And then, of course, Battles of Eldamon, well, that one we are working on slowly but surely, because once we get into that one, we're going to, like, crank through it like we did with the Battles of Dragons. So that one, we are waiting until we're significantly ahead on the Ancestries and the Bestiary before we hit Eldamon, but expect that in a few weeks. We're way ahead of schedule because we learned a lot from the last Kickstarter, and this time I started way ahead to make sure that we're always on top of that. So once again, check all that out at battlezoo.com. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode.
Last we left off, after defeating the ferocious Fae at Fortune's Hall, our performers were escorting a group of survivors back to Willowside when a terrifying troop of Triceratops riding Zolgaths blocked the road. Our performers defeated the dastardly Dino Riders and Otteron through an entire tree. But what has become of Willowside, and will the performers arrive in time? Find out on this week's episode of Roll for Combat's 3-Ring Adventure!
Woo!
Yeah, that was great.
I added that in there about the tree just for you.
Did anybody else hear Triceratops riding Zolgaths and think, aren't they a little heavy for a Zolgath?
You know, I probably could have written that better, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, well now we can just wait till someone brings it up.
That's the new headcanon, is this whole time. It's not been the Zolgaths on top, it's been the Zolgaths on bottom.
Hey now,
Now
now. Family show.
Now I kind of want fan art of a Triceratops riding on top of a Zolgath.
Well,
In bed.
Ew, no.
Well, some of these Zolgaths are pretty big, so you might get that.
How big?
Big.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
This is getting into not okay territory.
Oh, as opposed to before when it was. Anyhow, these
I didn't bring it up this
Zolgaths
time.
Are tiny. These are tiny Zolgaths.
I
They're
think
just
we've only fought
medium
one
size.
giant
Yeah,
one,
they're
right?
growers, not showers.
They are. They're
Wow.
actually they're showers,
This
not
is coming
growers.
out of Lauren?
The other way around.
So should I just
Well,
start the whole thing over? Should
We
just...
might have to, because this will probably get banned from YouTube because
Oh my gosh.
because of all this, but whatever.
You're talking about using enlarged person, right? Like growers and right? They
Didn't-
just show up. So
Didn't
they're
say
they're
what you're
showers.
enlarging.
I'm trying to save you. I'm not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you.
I'm fine.
If you're big enough, I'll rob you.
Yes, okay. Enough.
Okay.
Come on, that was good.
Oh God. Rob Tremarco's been awfully quiet this whole time.
Look, I'm not gonna comment, but it's
It's
been quality.
He's like, I'm staying out of this one. Okay. All right. Zolgath's dead. Go.
What?
Is there smoke coming from the town?
No. You defeated them. You moved away some of the barricades. There's definitely more that go into the woods, but probably don't need to worry about those too much. It looks like, obviously, the bigger one is here, but it looks like they've been building and knocking down trees to build sort of a barricade of some sort that goes up and down, like the north and south.
Oh, jeez.
So, and then all your buddies are like, let's go! I don't want any more Zolgaths to attack us! Hurry! Can we go to town, please? I'm hungry and tired, and I miss the town.
We should check it
Mommy.
out first to make sure
Mommy,
it's safe.
You've been gone a long time, then.
it feels like forever, because, we were under that spell. Days felt like weeks felt like months.
Is this a
And
child?
months felt
Yes.
like years.
What
We're
was
all
a child
children.
doing at a gambling hall?
Oh,
We're
I thought you
not
meant
children.
Steven.
Oh, hey. I'm not a child. I'm a gnome. How dare you?
I was
Uh,
thinking gnome. Nice.
That's gnomish.
Well, the gnome was like, I miss my mummy. Oh, mummies.
I miss my mummy. Don't you have mummies and daddies too, you big galoof?
Is this an Assyrian
No, some of
gnome?
us
I'm
are
so confused.
orphans.
That's all we
You're
need
an
is
orphan.
undead.
Oh, well, I guess you do miss your mommy and daddy too, because you don't even know who they are. That's
Oh my
even
gosh.
worse.
Does that mean that Hap gets the free vigilante archetype?
I thought she already was a vigilante. What's a vigilante?
Oh, here, I'll show you. Fireball.
Oh no!
Gotta press that button for the fireball to
Don't
go
do
off.
it.
No.
You said it, you do it.
Alright.
I'll press that button.
Otteron spends a little time talking with Chilagosh so they can get their focus point back.
Oh no!
Oh, that was a crappy fireball. Look at that.
That's terrible. Okay, so rather than frying our survivors that we're trying to save, I should fly ahead and see if there's any more trouble. That worked out pretty well last time. So,
Okay.
Does anyone want to come with me just in case?
Yes, I will come again.
Let's have some Darius healing go out first, though.
Yeah, let me do that. If it's taking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Mr. Darius, I got
20.
a cut on my finger, and he
No
holds
problem.
out. He's got like a little splinter. It's like,
I
can,
take care
can
of
you
it."
heal this for me, please?
Absolutely. Hold on.
Thank you.
Done. Right as rain.
Oh,
Would you
I
like
didn't even
a-
know you did anything. You're such
you-
a good doctor.
Would you
I'm
like
gonna
a
call you
SpongeBob Band-Aid?
Dr. Darius. The
Ooh.
strongest doctor in the land.
That's me.
Wow, I didn't know doctors could be so strong, and boy, you're so tall. Look at this, I only go up to your shins.
One
It's
of
all
those
right.
Instagram doctors.
Oh, shit.
Ah,
Yes.
look at that, you even put a little dinosaur Band-Aid on it. Oh,
Mhm.
that's so cute.
It's made from real dinosaur.
Made from real dinosaur, yes.
Oh, an authentic doctor at that. So, Steel Skull, do you scout ahead?
Yeah, I can take however many people want to go on my back, but I'm figuring
Oh, can
we
I
should
go?
leave-
Can I go? Can I go? I want to go. I want to go.
Yes,
I
you
want to
can
ride
go.
the dinosaur.
Yes, you can go. But if you die, it is not
Oh.
my fault. So just throwing that out there.
Oh, Steel Scale, you're my hero.
Oh, wow.
You probably don't hear that enough, huh?
No, I don't. Hero, I like the sound. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'll fly around with you once, and then I'm going to drop you off, and I'm going to take someone else to come scouting with me.
Oh my God, I need to take a picture of this. Although there's no way to do that in this world, but I will
draw?
remember it forever.
All right, so I'll fly this gnome around in a big broad circle, and then just in general, like pretty decently high. Before we leave, we'll make sure that they're strapped in with the makeshift leather belts that are there, and then I'm sorry, audience. Rob P decided to put a really dumb GIF in our chat, and I can't help
Yeah.
it.
It's raining gnomes.
It's raining gnomes.
Oh my God.
Hallelujah, it's raining gnomes
right.
again.
After the gnome gets a fun little ride, we'll send them back, hopefully morale improved, and promise that once everyone is back and safe, everyone can have a dragon ride. And for now, we need to go. So I need one other of the party members to come with me to scout ahead.
Otteron will again.
Okay, cool.
Yay!
I was wondering-
I'm on top of the world.
Hey, Atron, since last
Yes?
time they could see me pretty well because, I'm like a really big dragon, do you think that there's any chance that you could, make us invisible or something
Yes.
so they can't see us? Oh, that would be great.
What if you just went down to medium size and flew?
Then Atron couldn't come with me?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
true. That's
I could probably hold them at large size, but these handles that I designed in the armor that pop out and the belts attached to them are designed for huge. So
I feel like you're just a fat dragon, and those are your love handles.
have you seen Havoc dragons? They're super skinny. They're like very wiry dragons.
They're very skinny, very very thin.
So even at huge size, everyone's probably riding single file.
Mm-hmm. I
It's-
don't even know how they're staying on.
I think it's just going to look like I'm flying because only you will be invisible.
Oh my gosh, that'll be really funny.
Are you?
You're gonna look like Wonder Woman. You're an
that's right.
invisible jet.
My invisible jet. Yeah, Otteron casts invisibility on Steel Scale.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
Okay, hurry.
All right. Then with Otteron on her back, she's gonna fly a couple 100 feet above the pathway, just taking a look for any other barricades in the path, smoke, any other signs of Zolgath whatsoever.
No more barricades as you zip around. No smoke, but you actually, everything seems pretty good, but you do see every so often there's a lot of trees and stuff, and every so often you do hear off in the distance like a crash, like something falling, and it's kind of echoing everywhere, so it's hard to pinpoint, but you do hear the occasional crashing tree, so something is afoot.
Okay. So my perception wasn't high enough to figure out like where it might be coming from or anything.
Let's see. It took a second to roll. No, it's too echoey.
Okay.
For you to figure out, but
okay.
It's definitely like, first of all, you're up pretty high, and there's just a lot of dense forest, and swampy forest too.
Of course. Yeah, we're up maybe like 15-20 stories. So.
Oh, okay. You're up. It's still. Like,
I said about 200 feet. So
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear stuff, but it's kind of just echoing. You know, like if you ever gone to the Grand Canyon or anything like that, and you just hear like sound, and it's like literally can be coming from anywhere, so it's hard to pinpoint. Anyhow,
okay.
But obviously something's going on.
But yeah, lots of
but
activity
no
in the area.
Yeah, but there's no
nothing
smoke.
Like this.
No, there's nothing. There's no smoke. The town looks fine. Everything looks peaceful.
No, while we're waiting down here, I'm gonna put Riley in his Pokeball.
I mean, if you're... How long are people going to be flying and scouting? Like 10 minutes?
No more than 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes, yeah.
Alright, I'll do another round of healing for those on the ground.
Okay. Pet is in the Pat Cache.
22 for those of us here.
Alright, everyone gains 22 smackarunos.
Do you buy those from Girl Scouts?
No,
Yes.
Those are doodlerunos.
Hmm.
No, those are snickerdoodles.
Hmm.
Anyhow,
I like Samoas.
they're all ready to go. Let's go to town! I want to see my mommy! Thank you for the ride, Steel Scale! I'm going to tell all my friends that the coolest dragon around gave me a dragon ride everywhere! No one's going to believe me, but I don't care.
Steelscale wants to be the hero of the town, and she'll end up being the dragon ride person of the town.
Do you do birthdays? Can I have you at my new birthday party?
Steelscale immediately flies away.
Do the roar.
Do the roar! Do the roar! Hey, wait! You forgot to light the candles on my birthday cake! Come on, breathe fire!
I am not a birthday clown! I am a dragon who fights for justice!
Oh, you did that's Sonic Breath! Sonic Breath, all you did was blow out the candles! That's terrible! You're
Sonic Breath is her shouting justice really loudly.
Oh,
The audience is now deaf.
Boo! Boo! Where's the fire? I thought dragons breathe fire!
Atron will now start lecturing on the different kinds of dragons that exist in the world.
Oh,
Yeah, luck dragons do Sonic Breath, though.
snore! Snore! This guy, he's trying to lecture me. You know what?
I cast sleep with a lecture.
There you go.
I just can't tell scary stories because I have that one feat that lets me scare people with the things I talk about. Disturbing knowledge. There you go.
All right, we head to town.
You head to town. Do. I could do this all day. Hey, look! You're in town! And you're even higher level. Look
And
at
it's
that.
a privilege to pee? You said it was urine town.
Oh, I was
Oh.
did you say our privilege to ping? And
To pee.
I never
for
saw
all
it.
those
I
musical theater
never
lovers out there.
saw
Alright.
You're in Town. I hear it was really good.
It was really good.
It was one of the few shows that I've missed that
So
was
good.
a big show. And I'm one of those people, whenever I go to the theater, I look at the playbill and I go to the back and we're like, are there any shows left that we have not seen? And the answer is almost always no, because we see everything. But that one, for some reason, I never saw. Anyhow, you're back in town. And as you get back in town, the town appears to be quite busy. Everyone is running around. Everyone seems to be very focused on something, as if they're all gathering supplies and materials, and everyone seems to be very much in action. And as soon as you show up, someone runs away towards the mayor's office because it looks like they were waiting for you.
Yeah, I think Atron would immediately say we should try to find the mayor, talk to them about
I
what
run
is
off.
happening.
I'm gonna run right away off.
I follow.
Let's go.
All right, as you walk over towards
Flyer!
Fortune Hall,
From Fortune Hall.
from Fortune Hall, Mayor Vandy meets you halfway. It's like, I'm so glad you're back. Come, let's meet in Fortune's Hall where we have a little bit of privacy. Hurry.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything, suspicious about her? Because
No.
I don't trust anything right
I
now.
really wanted to go shopping first, but fine, I guess we can advance the story.
You'll have plenty of time. She says, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. There's been a lot of development since you last left. So, first of all, did you find out what happened to the Caristers? I mean, it looks like," and she saw all the people that came in. She's like, "It looks like you rescued a whole bunch of people. What was going on there? What's the story?"
Well, Atron looks at the others. They summoned Fae. They thought could give them food, but it was not real food. It was a trick. They are unfortunately dead, and the people that did not want to remain, we brought here.
So they resorted to summoning monstrous creatures to try to feed everyone.
They thought the Fae would help, and some Fae are helpful, but these were not helpful Fae.
Desperate times and desperate measures, as they say.
That's exactly right. And unfortunately, with desperate times comes bad decisions. And I feel as things get more desperate, more bad decisions will be made. That's unfortunate.
We had to go through a Zolgath barricade on the way here. They are blocking roads.
Yes, that's actually why I was excited that you came back, because,
Darius punched a T-Rex. It was awesome.
well, I'm
I
glad
did.
to hear that, because we're going to need all the help that we can get, because I've been getting endless reports of activity
Oh,
in the area ever since you
reports?
left.
Did you hear about Atron in the tree? It was in the intro.
Yes, I heard all about it. In fact, I've been spying on you this entire time with Scry, and I heard everything. In fact, Hap there secretly been using message to tell me everything.
I do have message now.
You see? She just confirmed our clandestine operation. She gives you the thumbs up.
I'll send you a message now. Hey, hurry up. I want to go shopping.
Okay, just give me a few more minutes to tell you what's going on, and then you can buy everything you want.
Yes.
So, yeah, I've been hearing that there's been, tons of Zolgath activity and dinosaur activity literally as soon as you left. What's the chances of that happening? Anyhow, they're, surrounding the town. There were blockades. Everyone has come into the town, and we've been putting together defenses to keep the town safe, and I was hoping you can pitch in and maybe have some of your circus people help us out, since you know how to deal with, barricades and large tents and, construction, things like that. Anything you can do to help, because it looks like they're trying to surround us. And on top of that, we also lost our connection to the sea. You can talk to Dockmaster Preston, and she can tell you what's going on there. But we are totally cut off, and hopefully, Darius, you can still go and get foodstuffs for us, because I think now we're out of all fish and other produce coming from the sea, at least for a short while. So anything you can do to help us out and get food and boost morale, or build barricades, or construct traps, or erect magical wards, or prepare arms, or retrieve townsfolk, or track patrols, anything like that. All those downtime activities that you could do to help defend the town, that'd be great.
I will absolutely get more food.
Great.
Oh, I'd be good at patrols. My wings finally got strong enough that I can fly all the time now.
That
And
is great.
She unfurls her wings and flaps furiously, creating a minor windstorm.
Oh, that's great, Steel Scale. make sure you do that outside. Only use that outside. This is an office. We got. I don't have a lot of paperweights around.
I'm
here.
really sorry about that vase. I hope it wasn't like expensive.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It was only my great grandmother's.
I
Anyhow,
was going to say that looked like an urn.
There's a lot of weird like gray ash in it. That's really
maybe a lot of you have the mending spell, or it can help out with that. Anyhow, if you can help out, because I don't know what's going on. We're cut off from the sea. The dinosaurs and these Zolgas are going crazy. People are really freaking out, including me.
Yes, we can go ask the circus to come into town, and we can start doing these things you have said. Yes?
Great. Yes, that is great. Thank you so much. If you need anything, let me know. I got like 10,000 things to do because I'm trying to help out everyone. But just, if you need me, you'll be able to find me. I'm going to be everywhere.
Okay, we'll do bye, and I'll run away.
We should go check on the circus quick. Make sure your dad and the others are okay, Darius.
Oh, they've actually been helping out. In fact, they've been a great help. Yeah, they've been helping building barricades and boistering morale with a lot of their acts.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm. So, in fact, people have been so worried, and sure enough, if you go outside, you recognize some of the circus folk that are going around just doing little acts to help raise morale and perform acts to keep the townspeople's spirits up, because everyone's freaking out that there's dinosaurs surrounding the town.
Do we see Jellicoe?
Of course you see Jellicoe.
I wonder what he's up to these days.
He's doing all right.
He's doing fine.
Funny business.
He's been fine. He is, forgot that you had Jellicoe. Wow, yeah, he's your best, he's your best project. You transformed him from evil clown to...
I bet he's like a stand-up comedian or something now.
And what's the deal with these 3 rings?
There you go.
No, we turned him into Seinfeld.
I love Seinfeld. Yeah. All right. So
You ever notice how the show always starts with like 1 act, and then there's 2 acts, and then there's 1 act again, and then there's a bunch of acts? What is up with that?
+1 on morale. Good job.
God.
So here's the nitty gritty. It looks like everyone in the town has accepted the fact that there's a blight, there's no food, they're cut off from the ocean now, they're cut off from the docks, dinosaurs are surrounding them, you came in, please help. Please help. So basically, you can split up and assist the town's defenses however you want. You don't all have to do the same thing. As I said, there's some basic downtime activities like boistering morale, building barricades, constructing traps, erecting magical wards. Anyone who are like into firearms or ranged equipment can prepare arms. You can try to actually track the patrols. And there are, each one of these will help towards the general defense of the town. If you have things you want to come up with, you can. And that's basically it. That's how it works.
I love when they let you do this, when they let you prepare for a siege or something.
Yeah. So these are, quote, downtime activities. They're prepared ones, but again, I'm pretty open to anything you can think of. I will say, from an OOC point of view, going out and trying to do strikes or try to take out little groups probably won't do much.
It won't be as effective as helping the town prepare.
Correct. It's not that you can't do it, but it will not help in the long run. It's more of a very, very short-term thing. So, building a barricade will be much more useful than taking out a patrol. So it's not that you can't do it, it's just probably not the best use of your time and resources.
I think Acheron would want to start helping with magical wards and the like. They are pretty learned of all the different kinds of magic, so...
Mm-hmm.
You could also help them, prepare a bunch of healing stuff.
Yeah, whatever you want. I have pre-made rolls here, and you can use just about anything. If there's things you say, hey, could I use nature or crafting or whatever, I can tell you what is best for that. If you want to come up with something, however you want to do it. This is very open, this part.
So if I'm going to be going back and forth, at least part of the day, twice, which I can do, I can go back twice one day, once another day, twice another day, right? Because it's 3 times.
I thought it was 3 times per day you can do it, though.
Well,
So
I can. So let's pretend I haven't gone anywhere yet, right? I have 3 charges in the ring.
Right.
I can go, buy the stuff, pack the bags, come back, and I can go back again, but then I can't come back, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like, and then, but if I start in town with food, I can buy the food in the morning, bring it back, go back, buy more, and come back to town, to our town.
I don't think that's a good idea, though, because it's inevitable that the night you're stuck sleeping in Escadar will be the night we get attacked.
Well, that's the thing. So, I don't know mechanically. I could do that a couple of times before do we know when the attack is coming? Like, is it today?
No. In fact, what you can tell was, you've only been gone for a day or so. I think one day, literally a day. And in that one day, they as soon as you left, it looks like they actually started building barricades and have been busy to the west and the north and the south, and they actually are now starting to go approach the east. So it looks like they've actually been doing this much longer than anyone was aware of.
Can we get a sense of if Steel Scale flies up very high?
Yes.
And sees the marching legions of dinosaur attackers? Do we have 3 days? That sort of thing.
Yeah, we can do some stuff like that.
All right, cool.
Then I can base my trips for food on that, and then for the last day or so, help in other ways.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to play it out, but Atron is definitely going to point out that if we're stuck staying in town, those nightmares are going to get worse, or at least become prevalent for us. Because every time we've stayed in town, we have weird nightmares. So that means something, and if we're sleeping in town, it's going to get worse or bother us. So if you can occasionally not sleep in town, it's probably in your best interest.
I get it.
I'm a little worried that everything we dreamt of is they're going to attack us with, like some kind of crazy ritual, but
I don't know if this is the Zolgaths giving us the dreams. I think it's something else.
I don't know. But hopefully they have no way to flood the entire town like I have dreamt.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
I mean, that'd be terrible.
Atron's got some scary spells now, so who knows what they can do. Yeah, Atron, at least at the beginning, wants to work on the wards. That's a great example, if it's right. I can imagine Atron, going around the town wanting to, carve into the ground, a foot or two into the ground to, make a true protective circle around the town, and might even use, bits of Zolgath and the like that they've collected over all our battles in order to strengthen it from a sympathetic magic point of view that's very occult.
Okay. So you can erect magical wards, and that could either be Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion when you do that.
Ooh.
And basically, a few people in Willowside are capable of simple magic, and they are erecting alarms and other magical traps to deter intruders and warn of their movements. And you can help out with those defenses throughout the town to set up an early warning system.
Because of my Ring of Wizardry, I'm actually better at Arcana than Occultism, so I would use that.
Okay, now this is going to take a while, so who else and what do they want to do? Because since it's downtime, these take quite a bit of time.
So if I'm doing the food delivery thing, which can kind of happen relatively quickly within a couple of hours, can I do that and something? Or does the gathering of food mechanically boost this process? What can I do?
I can count that as boosting morale.
Okay.
Also, don't forget that you don't have to only bring food back. You could just pick up a bunch of long swords and equip people too.
Yeah, I mean, I can do all of that plus hand it out and talk to people, right? That's maybe part of it, right?
Yeah.
When I get the food, I'm also helping distribute it and helping make sure the right people get the right attention.
Yeah, so according to this is a, quote, day of effort. So this is literally 8 hours of time to do, quote, these things. But you don't have to do it completely in a row. So if you get interrupted, as long as it's not for a very long period of time, you should be okay. So it's like, if you do 4 hours and then take an hour for lunch and then do another 4 hours, you should be fine. Or if you have to do something in between. So yours might take a while, but yours can be counted as booster morale, which is fine. Because the undercurrent of fear amongst the town people is palatable. You can provide encouraging words throughout the town to raise morale, or perform lively acts to keep the townsfolk's spirits up, or feed them.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Feed me, Seymour. Okay, 2 people. Steel scale.
I don't know how much, the scouting, how much time that takes. Can I still do other things, or is that what I'm doing for the first day?
Well, it's up to you. That's something that would take equivalent of what's called tracking patrols. Is that Garston Wreck of Willowside and other skilled trackers are tracing the patterns of the dinosaur patrols, trying to get a feel for the routes, timing, and movements. And you can help and coordinate with them on the tracking to get a good sense of how the patrols are most likely to converge on the town.
I think that's a good use. The 2 things I was thinking was helping build things, so there's barricades and traps, so I can do those things.
Yep, you can do that too.
But I think it would be more useful to have a better idea of where they're going to come, so we know where to put the traps and where to put barricades to funnel them to our traps and stuff like that.
Yeah, what's the one where the logs are stuck in the ground at a 45-degree angle?
Barricades. Quite a few townsfolk are constructing barricades out of bricks, boards, metal scraps, and other materials at hand with the hope of building something strong enough to impede a charging dinosaur. You can help with the heavy lifting to construct a functional wall or barrier. That sounds like steel scale, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I think do y'all think I should focus on scouting first, or just start helping to build stuff?
I think your aerial eyes would help with the scouting more than they can do without having the access to flight.
Yeah, depending on how long we have, I mean, at least a day's worth of scouting or something.
Okay, then I'll start by doing scouting, and then with my new fly speed, and then I'll worry about starting to build stuff the other days, so that they can start to gather equipment that they're going to need to build it, and then we can all work on it the next day, so they can prep. And then I'm just going to work on scouting for now, so we'll know where we want to put these things.
Hap, what you going to do? And if you want to buy stuff, you have time to.
Oh, I'm going to sprint to the magic shop like a kid in the mall who's just been handed $5 to go in the candy store.
I gave you $6. I want change.
Yeah, so I'm going to burst in there. Is it here? Is it here?
Is what here?
Is the scroll I ordered, is it here?
What scroll did you order?
Plane shift.
Plane shift?
Yeah.
I think it takes more than 2 days.
I ordered it when we first got to this town.
That's true.
Takes more than 10 days. How long have you been here?
It's coming from Absalon. Come on.
Oh, so it'll take forever then.
Or even Escadar, one of those cities.
Let me see. Plane shift. What does plane shift do?
Nothing I can use right now, but it's extremely important to her character. So it's something she wants.
Ironically, the other group, they just got that scroll. Is that funny?
Why do they need it?
I don't know, but they got it. It's part of the campaign. They got it for free.
Oh, jeez.
You heard the wrong campaign. Sure. Here it is. 1 scroll of plane shift, and it's super deluxe packaged, and you can tell this is something that's so expensive and rare that it has the really nice scroll case, and it's got a little 10 sealants. You got to take off the bow, and you can take off the wrapping, and then you got to take off the wrapping around the scroll case, and then you got to unlatch it. It's like a 10 action process to open it up.
And they never saw Hap again.
Pretty much.
Bye.
That'd be pretty funny.
How long are the downtime activities?
8 hours. It's a full day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because tomorrow I want to do something different.
That's fine.
I should have looked up how much this is. I have some money, but I don't know if I have enough money. Let me see. Come on, I've got over 1,000. Let's see. 600. Yeah, I can super afford this. Yeah, buy it. I buy it. And did it come with the tuning fork that I ordered?
What? You're just making crap up.
You can't use it without a tuning fork.
Oh, that's another 2 weeks.
They forgot to order the tuning fork. Oh,
no, it's in the scroll. Of course it's in
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's in the little troll case.
Yeah, you missed it. It's like, oh, here it is.
Does it smell like fire? I ordered one for the plane of fire.
Plane shift. It's a level 7. 10 minutes to cast. Damn.
Yeah, no, it's super not useful at all. But it's so important to her character because, you know, she wants to go find out who her real parents are.
The minute the Zolgas attack the town, Orin, it's going to be like, and I'm gone.
It's it's 1 willing creature and up to 8 willing creature joining hands.
Yeah.
So you could all be like, hey, everybody, sing Kumbaya with me. And you're all singing Kumbaya and you disappear. And they're like, great.
Where
Good job.
did we go? Oh, you don't want to know.
600 gold pieces, all right?
Wasted, yep. But it's so important to the character. Like, she just has to know.
I didn't say
she
it's
has
wasted.
To go... Well, I mean, I can't use it for anything. Like, I
Okay.
can't do anything with it.
All right.
Well, you go somewhere.
Go where? Like, when do we have time for me to, like, take a vacation?
Vacation. We're just going to go there to do something
Eventually you'll take a vacation after you save the world.
Yeah, after we're level 20.
Hey, man. Can't always...
That's alright. Now she has it, though. It was 600 goldos well spent. Alright, so I'll help the town, now that I have the only thing I care about in this world.
Wow. Okay.
So I was thinking I might help construct barricades. But I'm not, super strong or, like, good at crafting.
What are you good at?
I'm good at genie magic. So I could construct illusory barricades.
Well, those count as traps and stuff, right?
Maybe.
Are you good at crafting?
No, I'm terrible at crafting.
Are you good at thievery?
Nope.
Athletics?
Nope.
Arcana?
Nope.
Nature?
Yeah, I'm good at nature.
Occultism?
Nope.
Religion?
Nope.
Stealth?
Nope.
How about performance?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a rock star performance, but we already have Darius improving morale. I wanted to do something different.
Let's look at your stats. Ooh, everything in your stats is wow. Your skills all suck.
Yeah, I figured I could use like some illusions to like help funnel the guys into a kill zone or something, in like a kill box.
Yeah, the problem is the town. It's like a couple miles in diameter, so it's hard to like. I mean, it's it's a town. It's not like this isn't like a video game where you're like okay, we just got 5 boxes and we're trying to like.
Well, sure, but like if
filter
working on wards is a thing, I don't see how working on illusions isn't also a thing.
But what would you use? You can use your Arcana for that.
Yeah, I could.
You can also do the morale thing with perform.
I'll just do the morale thing because like I'm a master at performance and I have like skill feats to make it even better. I'll just do that.
Well, here's the good thing: if you boost a morale, you can do something else after because
neat.
It's very quick. In fact, all of you can do that. It's just diplomacy or performance.
Are there other like minor things that we can do?
I am double checking. Booster is the only thing that you can do that's minor.
Okay.
It's sort of an add-on because you just help for a little bit, but everything else requires all day, or at
I
least
could go
8
hire
hours.
mercenaries from the city of brass.
Yeah.
You could. You could.
All right, I'll just do performance. I'll try to. So first, what I'll do is I'll summon an instrument. I forgot I didn't take message. I took summon instrument, which is far less useful, but I'm gonna use it here. I'm gonna summon a little violin.
Okay. Mayor Vandy's like, I don't know how I've been able to talk to you through an instrument, but okay.
You don't have to talk to me. I'm gonna do a performance to raise everybody's spirits.
I know, but I was using message to figure out what was going on, but it turns out you didn't have that at all.
Do we want to raise spirits? We can have a whole ghostly army.
Okay,
No?
Freakazoid. No,
Okay.
none of that.
Okay, so I've got myself a magical instrument because I have 5th level spells. It's giving me a +1 to item bonus. And then I'll use performance, and because I am a virtuosic performer, I get +2 from that. So I get a total of +3 to this performance check. Okay, how about a 47? Does that strike you fancy?
47. Critical success.
Woo!
And because it was a critical success, your efforts don't take much time at all. And you can now do something else. So It's actually not automatic. You get to do something else, but because you're so good at this, and you're just such a wizard at being Hap, that you really give everyone a big boosted spirit, and everyone gives a mighty hurrah to the fire girl.
Yay! Alright, and then I guess well, what can I do with nature? Like,
Oh, you
how do I
can
use
help with
nature?
the wards. You can help erecting magical wards and illusionary wards with your nature.
That's
There you
what I'll
go.
do. I'll do
Yeah.
illusionary, magic using nature, because primal genie magic, apparently.
Yeah, in fact, it's the only thing you can use. Because you have to be a master on top of that, and
Oh,
you're a
interesting.
master in very little.
I'm a master in acrobatics, because that lets you do maneuvers when you fly, plane of fire, nature, and performance. So let's do nature to do some
Yep.
magical wards.
All right, another roll.
Oh, how about another 44?
Holy crap!
Wow.
Critical success!
Woohoo!
Play around here.
Yeah, Hap's like, I'm so bad at this. Oh, 2 critical successes in a row. I'm terrible. Wink, wink, like
Hey,
the wink
I'm
at
not
the camera.
self-deprecating. I'm all kinds of useful.
Well, you are all time useful. Everyone's loving Hap. She's going around. She's singing. She's dancing. She's erecting wards. She's making things disappear. She's like, look, there's a rock here. Whoosh, it's gone. Now they're going to trip over it when they try to attack us.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, they've constructed, a spike wall, and I just, illusory, add, 30 spikes to it or something, make it more menacing.
Okay. You have erected massive defenses. Hap, they're going to name these defenses after you. They're so good. Okay, you guys have, whoever's going next, you have 2 critical successes in a row
Jeez,
to follow
tough act
up
to
with.
follow, huh?
Oh yeah, I can double crit on that. So real quick question then. I thought I had tracking goggles, but then I can't find them. Maybe someone else had tracking goggles.
I don't know.
It's fine. All right, so I think we're gonna have me do scouting first from the air. So if Steven is feeling benevolent, perhaps he'll give me extra bonuses from having an aerial view. But
Yeah.
I want to try and do that. Can I use survival instead of perception?
You can use nature, perception, or survival.
Fantastic. I would like to use survival to
Okay.
try and track him down.
Okay.
All right, I'll roll it.
Now, this is all abstracted. Keep that in mind. So,
Totally understand. 35, not bad.
very good. It is a success. So
Woohoo.
you managed to fly around, and with your innate tracking, let me give you that point here. Give me a second. Scale. That you managed to see, sure enough, that the defenses on the west, which makes sense because that's where the tower is, and you know they've mostly been on the west side, are very heavy. And the defenses in the north and south are also pretty heavy, and they've been starting to build defenses to the east, it looks like, to surround the town. You're guessing they're probably going to come from the west or the north or the south, because that's where the tower is and the majority of their forces.
The south is where the tower is?
The tower is to the wait, hold on, where is the
I
tower?
thought it was to the west.
Tower was to the west.
To the west. Okay, I'm totally messed up.
Okay,
Towers
so
to
the
the
majority
west.
of their forces are the west, and then
On the
north
west.
and south some, and then maybe
Yes.
a few to the east.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I messed it all up, but you get the idea.
I totally get it. Totally get
Yeah. So, and you're able to help out with that. But at the same time, you did encounter them coming from the east, so they're everywhere.
it. True.
And there's a lot of them, probably in the hundreds. This is not like a little force. This is not something that you've dealt with in the past where you've been taking out 10 or 20 of them. You're probably dealing with hundreds and hundreds, and you realize, remember when you saw in that cave, there was this gigantic army, and there was a camp that was abandoned, and there were campfires that were abandoned, and it looks like, okay, where did all these people come from? Where'd they go? Because up to this date and time, you've only encountered small numbers.
hmm
This is the main army. This is
Yeah,
obviously
okay.
the main army. So there's no way. There's also no way that as strong as you are, as powerful as you are, even
Right.
level 13, you cannot take on an army. It will
Sure.
not
Yeah.
work.
No. Totally.
But you are able to help with the defense very well, and everyone is looking up the steel scale with a little bit more respect now.
Oh, If improving morale is like a minor action, I can do that as well without hampering myself. Should I do that? It seems like I probably should.
It's up to you. It's diplomacy or performance.
Yeah, I guess I would try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try diplomacy. Everyone else is probably doing a performance, I'm guessing, for the most part. Maybe not completely, but like Hap certainly did. So I think Steelscale's gonna try and go around and be like, "Oh, we'll do fine. You got a dragon on your side. I mean, that's got to be worth something." And I rolled okay, 29 total. No, fail.
Yeah, that's a fail. They're all like,
Rolled a 13 on that too.
I know. They're all like, yeah, Steel Scale. Your reports were great. And that's about as far as you go.
Oh, okay.
They're appreciative, but not inspired.
Yes, they're appreciative of
Right.
all your hard work. And you're like, there, fella. Attaboy. There you go. Like, you're getting like very, very neutral platitudes thrown at you. You're like, ooh, okay. Well, you got good intel. How about that?
There you go. Do you want to go next, Rob, or should I?
So if I have the food, what kind of check do you need from me to go? Here's apples.
If you have the food, you can try to booster it with diplomacy or performance, but you don't have to. It's basically automatic success, or you can try to booster it.
My performance isn't good. Oh, well, actually, diplomacy and performance are the same. Trained.
I thought you had like a skill feat to roll
Oh,
athletics
really?
for performance or something.
No, I don't.
Oh, then you can't even do it because you actually have to be expert. So.
What about medicine? Like
Ooh.
helping the people not be sick. Like, oh, you need to eat this fruit. You have scurvy.
Are you expert or master?
I'm a master.
Oh, then you can do that.
All right, medicine it is, or even athletics.
That you don't have
Master.
enough time for that. Yeah, that would be
Gotcha.
barricades and stuff, but you
Okay.
don't have time to do both. But you can
All
go
right.
around and say, Dr. Darius in the building, get a free apple for visiting your
Right.
doctor.
An apple a day keeps Darius here with you to stay.
There you go. An apple a day keeps the doctor today.
Yeah, 35.
35. Sure, good enough. You were able to feed the town and make everyone happy. They're all like, yay, Dr. Darius, he's saving us because he's so strong and can carry 500 pounds of food in one hand. And sure enough, you spend all day walking around, fixing boo-boos, fixing scraped knees. Lots of people are having minor injuries because they're not used to this sort of work. So you've been helping them out, and you give them food and water and walking around being, I don't know what you are. You know what you are? You're like what's that called? The van that shows up with all the work crews and the lunch van.
Oh yeah, I'm a lunch truck. I'm a
lunch truck.
I'm a food truck.
Food truck. You're the food truck. Literally, you're like a truck, and you walk around with food.
Yeah, I walk around with a cart. I pull up myself. Food here.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, a big barrel of water, a lot of apples, a lot of fruits, a lot of jerky. Things that keep.
There you go. Darius is like, oh, I might have to do this on the side. And you probably definitely have like food trucks and stuff from the circus, so you could just.
Darius's delicious delights.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. It's going to be another food episode. We're not
Darius.
careful.
Dr. Darius, like one of those
jeez.
Wild West, snake oil salesman carts. Dr. Darius's delicious delights.
I prescribe this sandwich.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Eat 2 turkeys and call me in the morning. 2 whole turkeys.
I
Yes.
like it. 2
Ooh.
whole turkeys. Where'd you find 2 whole turkeys?
Oh, you could have like meat pies and treat them like pills.
Oh yeah. Eat these empanadas.
Yes.
Get a bath. Call me in the morning, and I'll bring you more empanadas.
Wow. Dr. Darius's delicious delights. I love it. Where are you going? I'm going to D4. What's that? Dr. Darius's delicious delights.
You have to get the Thuvian spiced meat pastries from the travel guide.
Yes, I love that book. It has barely any character stuff in it, but I love world building.
Yeah.
A lot of world building in that book.
A lot of recipes. I want to try some.
Yeah, the meat pies are good.
Steve, if we get a second round of helping the town, I'm going to do something dumb.
Oh yeah,
Just
no, you
something
definitely.
dumb.
Oh, so Steel Skull did
Plane
figure
shift the
out
town.
you probably have at least a few days. This is not going to happen right away, but they've been more prepared than you thought because no one's been
That's
really
good.
exploring the town. So,
My turn.
So before you do this, Atron, before you finish all this stuff, is while Dr. Darius is wandering around, Grella from the Willowside Hospital, she comes up to you. It's like, Dr. Darius,
Yes.
I need some more herbs and plants from the blighted forest, but I haven't been able to leave town to collect them, because of the Zolgath's patrols. The plants I need are particularly hard to come by because so little plant life in the Welt is really healthy anymore. But if I don't get them soon, I won't have enough time to make medicines to aid in the town's defense. Do you
Give
think
me a list of what you need. I can make that my next trip.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe if you want, and she has a little map she pulls out. She goes, "This is where they are. Maybe if you could sneak
they're
into
here."
the forest and maybe avoid notice and try to get some for me. I think that would work. I mean, you might be able to get them, but I kind of need fresh herbs and I don't know how much you can really purchase in town. I can make a lot of poultices from these herbs, so maybe if you want to help me out, or
Sure, I
some
can
of
do that.
you, anyone who's really sneaky, I think would be good at doing this. But she gives you a map, and sure enough, it's very easy to see where to go. But it looks like you have to go to the west, kind of where the patrols and the Zolgaths have been. So this is
Right.
going to require someone with sneakitude.
Well, I am an expert in stealth.
Well, then
And I can
maybe-
be invisible.
Well, what are you waiting for? Why are you still here? I'll take care of the cart if you can get these herbs.
Done and done.
Hey, do you want my help? Clunk, 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 clunk,
No,
clunk.
that's steel scale. It's quite fine.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Go get the herbs on the east. I'm gonna get the ones on the west, and we'll meet in the middle. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to help, you can give me a stealth check,
Stealth check. You got it.
and if you want, you can go invisible beforehand.
I do that.
Okay, your stealth check's going to be insane unless you roll a 1. So you run, you see the map, and you're like, oh, this is easy. You go invisible. You run up, and you roll a terrible
Oh,
roll! A
God.
terrible roll! You rolled a 2!
oh,
You rolled a
God.
2!
I'll
Oh,
spend a-
no!
I can spend a hero point on that one.
Okay. 'Cause even I can't give you that.
Yeah, I know. That's better.
29.
29.
Okay, that works. Okay. Sure enough, you avoid notice. Sure, you hear lots of things tromping around out here as you walk out to the forest after a good 20 minutes. There's definitely strike forces and dinosaurs, and you can smell the stinkitude everywhere. You're like, I know that stink. Now the good news is you have found the place where the herbs are. The bad news is they all look kind of the same, and you're like, oh, is it the green ones or the purple ones?
Ooh, it's flay leaf. Or the fake flay
Ooh,
leaf. One is highly
yeah.
poisonous, and the other
Right.
is
You
Yeah,
gotta
don't
give me,
smoke the wrong one.
You gotta give me some nature checks to collect the
Oh,
right ones.
no. Oh, no. What about medicine? Wait. No, medicine.
I'll give you medicine too. How about
Okay,
that?
Yeah,
that's
what-
good.
But
It's
for
false flay leaf.
fun,
If it's from medical poultices.
for fun, I want you to roll nature just to see.
Sure,
what you
here's a
get.
fun roll.
Oh no!
Holy shit!
Holy crap! You critically success. You're like,
Wow.
You could have used nature. You would have figured it
Well,
out. And you have a
that's
plus
a-
4.
That's a 43 for medicine.
But it's not a medicine check. That's a nature check.
I'm just letting
Oh,
you know.
come on.
No, you got it. That was the fun roll.
The fun roll is 24. The real roll is 43.
Where's your medicine? I don't see medicine.
Plus 23.
Where's that?
Again. You want me to roll again?
Yes.
No, you got to roll again. These are 2 separate checks.
All right. There's 32.
32, good enough. Between your medicine check and your innate nature ability that you didn't even know that you had.
Didn't know I had.
you manage to successfully get the plants, you believe.
All right.
And you manage to sneak back into town, and sure enough, she is carrying on your work, your fine work of healing boo-boos and handing out apples. And she's like, "Oh, did you find them? Did you find them?"
Here you go.
"Oh, let me see. And she looks it over, and she's like, "Oh, so great! Thank you so much." And she gives you a big kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
"I'm going to go right now and start preparing medicines. Thank you so much, Dr. Darius. Bye."
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Look at that. Wow, this is really good. Let's see. Very good. Okay. Atron, you got a lot to follow here. You're up.
Yeah. Been working hard on those wards. Let's see how it goes. Wow, critical. 20.
Oh, come
46.
on.
Woo!
Atron's like, "Oh, you guys are all doing pretty well. Watch this." And like spreads his arm and it's like Dr. Stephen Strange. And, like all these magics are going everywhere. And everyone's like, "Oh my lord." And it's just like everywhere. The whole town is surrounded by wards. It's like WandaVision. You're like, "Oh my god,
Ooh,
what's going
I like
on
that.
here?"
Yeah.
It's like everything is built.
Yeah, if anyone knows magic circles, it's them.
Yes, between those two, it's like between Wanda and Dr. Stephen Strange, you have everything covered. So
Little column A, little column B.
Yes. You got so much going on that something happens while you're doing your warding.
Uh-oh.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, if you run out of range of your party healer, it's your own damn fault and you deserve to die.